This evening, we take a tour of the power company that took the place of Wärtsilä. Local NGOs find strength in numbers. In the region, in Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley declared that the Trade Union Federation's wage increase cannot currently be entertained. And internationally, Hurricane Harvey threatens the U.S. state of Texas.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. Many have heard of the company Wärtsilä and its relationship with GPL, but few are aware of its Guyanese successor, Power Producers and Distributors Incorporated. Today, they gave media operatives the chance to learn more about this brand new company. Late last year, the government of Guyana ended its power production agreement with the Finnish company Wärtsilä. The responsibility of operating and maintaining the electrical generators was then handed over to a brand new state-owned company named Power Producers and Distributors Incorporated. According to the company's CEO, this was a cost-saving measure that allowed the company to maintain its service and increase its electrical capacity.
Since it's a state-owned enterprise, the profits go to the government, which allows the government to use that money for the benefit of the people of Guyana and not to Wärtsilä. So just like any other, this company was incorporated under the Companies Act, and therefore under the Companies Act, at the end of the year, you have to keep an AGM, and you have to declare dividends and give it to the shareholder. The shareholder is the government. And therefore, the profits that we make, and the company will be a profitable company. The profits that we make, those monies go back to the government through dividends. So that is an additional benefit to the people of Guyana.
Chairman of PPDI explains the unique relationship between Wärtsilä and GPL, one that PPDI continued.
Our company operates and maintains the engines for GPL. The engines are owned by GPL. Previously, that service used to be provided by Wärtsilä. The government, in order to reduce costs, set up this company to do just what Wärtsilä used to do, using exactly the same person that Wärtsilä used to use. The employees were transferred from AUG to PPDI. And what we are trying to do is to maintain the same strong maintenance culture that existed and ensure that the engines are always available for the production of electricity, which we then give to GEC, so to speak, and GEC distributes it.
When asked as to the cause of the recent string of blackouts, the representatives could not answer.
I can tell you that our generators are more available this year. That question might be better answered by GPL. I wouldn't want to answer.
And I agree with Aaron. We don't want to get into GPL's domain before GPL to answer
for themselves
questions with regard to their aspects of the operations.
But they can say for sure that the problems are not due to any faults on the electrical generation side. With efficiency and costs in mind, PPDI has committed itself to a plan that will see full utilization of renewable energy resources.
The company, the management is currently preparing a strategic plan. You will note that the government has a stated policy or a stated goal of producing electricity, all electricity to the grid by 2025 from renewable and clean sources of energy. In that regard, there are a number of options being considered. And the two most significant ones at this time are hydropower and associated natural gas once the field, the oil and gas production starts, okay? Of course, there are other renewable sources like solar and wind and so on and so forth.
During an interview with Kaicher News, Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman stated that research into Exxon's past is a good thing, as it helps keep the public aware and politicians honest. He said, quote, "I understand this is a time of great excitement and a time of great anguish, and we have never come to face with this at any point in our lives. It is good for us to pay attention to what this company has done elsewhere and how it behaves elsewhere. He added, quote, "It is good because, for me, it keeps the public engaged and the politicians on point and honest. It is important for us to know what they have done abroad, and the company needs to know that the citizens are watching, and the politicians need to be sharp and honest with their dealings with the company," end quote. Trotman commented that sometimes the light of transparency is much like disinfectant. It pains sometimes, but it is good for you. Don't go away. We have more news after the break.
Mining Week 2017 ends on a high note with Pork Knocker Day on August 26 at the Bayrock Ground, Wismar, Linden from 9 hours under the theme Mining Clean, Living Green. Enjoy the competitions and get the experience while battling, shoveling, jigging, Tacuba crossing, Warashi race and more. We will meet you at the Bayrock Ground in Wismar, Linden, a gateway to the interior, on Saturday, August 26 from 9 hours for an educational and fun-filled Pork Knocker Day 2017 and the chance to win a diamond. It's Mining Week 2017, August 20th to 27th under the theme Mining Clean, Living Green.
Clearance is making it affordable for you to go back to school in style with your favorite brands. From now until August 31st, shop and get 10% off selected school shoes and backpacks. You can get bags from Princess, Ben 10, Polo, Swiss, JanSport, trolley bags, and lunch kits and bags. Or shoes from LRX, Hush Puppies, Polo, Timberlands, Nike, Adidas, Reebok, and Skechers, all at Clearance. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
I can be your flame, light up the night, like a shooting star blaze through the sky.
This is not an introduction. This is something that is a culmination of all the work that we've done, starting with really when GTT came to Guyana in 1991, and really when we landed on the sea fiber optic cable. What we're doing now is running fiber to the homes, which is something that is seen in the largest cities in North America. This will change lives, and that really is what motivated us. We want to change lives. Blaze. What Blaze really symbolizes is speed, security, getting internet to your home so that you can do more with the internet. It's really a piece of work with all the teams, the technical, the commercial, everybody coming together to bring fast, reliable, secure broadband to your home. So we've got the capacity to provide the country with significant amounts of bandwidth. And what this is now we bring in the bandwidth to your home. Blaze will change your life because you will be able to connect to your loved ones and everybody in the world. The tech team really inspires me. It really inspires the team, and it really drives what we do at GTT. So today, the guys are doing a Blaze installation, and it's not just about climbing on the poles, running the wiring, and installing the equipment. It's about forming that relationship with you. It's about ensuring that you're comfortable with the installation, you're comfortable with people in your home. And we train our guys with all the social graces to ensure that you're comfortable. Our engineers are installing Blaze high-speed internet. And what you'll get is internet that is reliable, it's fast, and it's secure. So I encourage you to get Blaze internet inspired by you.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
There is an effort afoot to bring all the registered NGOs of Guyana under one umbrella. The organization spearheading this is the National Coordinating Coalition. Today, at their head office in Durban Backlands, they hosted another membership registration and orientation session. Wendell Jeffrey was there and filed this report.
George, today the National Coordinating Coalition expanded its membership to 32 with the addition of 6 new members. The NCC is a body of NGOs governed by a secretariat. Simone Sills, the program manager, says that the NCC has members who deal with an array of social ills and social issues.
We work with a wide cross-section of audiences and address social issues, all that you can think of, from literacy, human rights issues, things that affect and influence suicide. We have organizations that address cancer awareness. Intention is to have partners that are interested, like-minded partners, people who want to give and who want to serve. And we want the National Coordinating Coalition to be just that, national, and for that to be so, we want to be able to attract members that are representative of all regions in Guyana.
The Guyana Foundation has been morphing into different roles to provide assistance to the local citizens of Guyana.
Initially, we worked primarily in the areas of community outreach, offering programs, helping to put ovens in place, rehabilitate schools, etc. But then when we noticed that suicide was becoming a serious problem in Guyana, we switched our focus a little bit on in holistic counseling. And last June, we actually set up our first physical sunrise center in Region 2 in SCP.
Awesome. So we'll be working with the disabled communities, doing personal grooming, assisting them in terms of just being there, reading a book to them, or probably helping them clean house.
Yeah.
We're going to also be working with members, person working closely with social protection to meet out to the elderly.
Yeah.
Because we find that they're sometimes overlooked and they feel that nobody cares about me because I'm at this point.
That was Susan Isaacs and Mariam Roberts-Hines, Managing Director and Center Manager, respectively, of the Guyana Foundation. The Guyana Business Coalition has a health emphasis as their focus. Program Coordinator Miriam Corlett explains.
In 2011, they expanded their mandate to focus more on health awareness, general health awareness. We still do testing and counseling on site, and we also provide technical support to our members. We have like 25 members that we provide technical support.
Riaz Rupnarain is from the Jack Low Youth Organization.
Our young people have found idle things to do, and idle brings them to workshop. That's basically what has been happening. Drug use, they drop out of school at an early age, and they find themselves in delinquent activities. So the youth group is mainly targeting them to get them to use education to either do two things. To either use education to achieve a better job, or to use the education to become an entrepreneur of a small business.
One of the other organizations which today joined the NCC was the Social Life Issues Guidance and Counseling Services.
Our focus is drug prevention education, which is also termed substance abuse. We do guidance and counseling to individual families or whoever needed who would have lost their ability to function effectively. Also, we are part of the school system, private school systems, where we go in and do workshops with them twice per month.
Faye Giljas Greaves was there outlining some of the work that her foundation offers. Colleen McEwan represented the LGBTQ premier organization, the Guyana Rainbow Foundation.
To focus primarily on lesbian, bisexual, and questioning women's human rights.
One of the organizations joining the NCC today also was the Amerindian People's Association. The representative, Nicholas Peters, noted that the organization was formed to address the human rights violation which was taking place against the indigenous peoples of Guyana.
The Amerindian People's Association started in 1991 amid what Amerindian leaders felt were human rights violations that were occurring in Region 7, 8, and basically Western Guyana at the time.
He said that his organization is now also addressing matters of land tenure assessment, which helps with the demarcation of Amerindian farmland boundaries. George, Guyana needs all the help it can get, and many of the NGOs, including some of the NCC staff, are working as volunteers. It is hoped that one of the benefits of being a member of the NCC will be the actualization of assistance with seeking funding.
One of the key benefits, and we know most times there's going to be a consultation, whether that's a national consultation or whether that is consultations happening from people who internationally visiting Guyana. And they said, we would like to speak to NGOs. If our members cannot be present in that room, they will not represent it. But if the secretariat staff, just have to be in that meeting and to represent all its members.
If you would like to register your organization with the NCC, please contact Ms. Simone Sills, Program Manager, at 681-6179. That is Simone Sills, Program Manager, 681-6179. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. According to iNews.com, an unidentified pedal cyclist was struck and killed at the School Street junction of Grove, East Bank, Demerara at about 3:45 p.m. yesterday. Reports are that the driver of a hire car was driving north on the western side of the highway when he allegedly swerved from the path of a minibus and crashed into the pedal cyclist. The driver of the car, apparently devastated and in shock from the accident, lay in the yard of the Diamond Hospital too distraught to speak to media operatives. He nevertheless disclosed that he had felt the impact of the hit but did not know that he had hit the cyclist. He related that it was only when he was asked if he had hit the minibus that it dawned on him that he had struck down the cyclist. He has been taken into police custody as investigations continue. Still ahead, we have our regional news, international news, and the weather report. Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
The Guyana Geology and Mines Commission presents Mining Week 2017, August 20th to 26th under the theme Mining Clean, Living Green, with pre-Mining Week playoffs on August 5th, Port Kaituma, August 12th, Madhya and Puruni, August 13th, Ansgrove, and August 19th at Bartica. The National Mining and Quarrying Conference and National Mining Exhibition, August 21st and 22nd at the Pegasus Hotel. August 23rd is Customer Appreciation Day at GGMC Headquarters, Brickdam, Georgetown. Activities end with Pork Knockers Day at Bay Rock Ground, Wisma on August 26th. It's Mining Week 2017, August 20th to 26th under the theme Mining Clean, Living Green.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
This evening's regional and international segment is brought to you with the kind compliments of Oasis Ride Taxi Service. In news from the region now, in Trinidad and Tobago, there are money worries, and while there are no retrenchments of public servants, the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, said that to the Trade Union Federation that wage increases cannot be currently entertained. Trinidad's CTV reports.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley assured there have been no layoffs of public servants and articulated what exists now is a situation where government has to decide how much it can afford to pay and what can be done to preserve jobs. He said it is difficult to talk about increases now when the government is borrowing to pay salaries. The president of the Banking, Insurance and General Workers Trade Union, Vincent Cabrera, said he understands the argument being put forward by the Prime Minister about the state of the economy. However, he said during the meeting, Dr. Rowley quoted an inflation rate of 3.9%, and when unions go to the bargaining table, they must take that into consideration.
The cost of living is going up, albeit by 3.9%, and we feel it is much more than that in terms of prices for food products. We cannot simply go and say, well, we're not taking any wage increases, we are taking a wage increase, because then the standard of living of the workers will be falling. And in fact, that can lead in the long run to deflation in the economy, not inflation, deflation.
Dr. Rowley stated, quote, "There have been no mass retrenchments. We have borrowed considerably to maintain government expenditure on human resource maintenance. Some contract workers have not had their contracts renewed, but that number is much smaller than those who have had their contracts renewed." End quote. Another significant matter discussed was the temporary departure of the trade union movement from the National Tripartite Advisory Council. Dr. Rowley said he was heartened by the union's pronouncement that its withdrawal from the council was temporary. Mr. Cabrera said one way to get the unions back is to create a moratorium on the retrenchment of workers.
There's been so much retrenchment in the society and in the economy that we would want as one of the conditions for returning to the tripartite talk to have a bit of a moratorium, hold off on the retrenchment and let us sit at the table. And as they themselves are saying, certain things will be discussed there. So we discuss those things and then we chart a way forward.
The unions will again meet the Prime Minister on September 13th to continue discussions. Rishi Harinanan, CNews.
And internationally, after dumping several inches of rain on Barbados and the Leeward Islands, Hurricane Harvey has picked up strength and now threatens the coastline of the U.S. Jeff Baradelli of CBSN in West Palm Beach, Florida, reports.
For a look at exactly where this storm is headed and where it'll hit, I want to turn to our lead meteorologist, Jeff Baradelli of our West Palm Beach affiliate WPEC in Florida. Jeff, what can we expect?
Yeah, so last night it just looked like this might be a big flooding threat with a little bit of wind. Now it's looking like a major wind and storm surge threat and then a ton of flooding on top of that. So this is really a triple threat storm as it heads in, and it looks like it's going to make landfall probably Friday night into early Saturday morning. As you can see, the satellite shows it's consolidating. It's getting stronger. It has a very circular presentation indicative of a healthy storm. It has just been upgraded to a hurricane. It's no longer a tropical storm. The winds are up to 80 miles an hour. These are all the watches and warnings that are in effect. And notice the storm surge number is way up from before. We're now expecting 6 to 10 feet of storm surge anywhere from Port Lavaca all the way south of Corpus Christi, and obviously flash flood watches for inland areas in Texas. All right, here's the official forecast track from Harvey, and you notice that the National Hurricane Center is saying it's going to be a Category 3 major hurricane. It will be the first major hurricane making landfall in the United States since Hurricane Wilma back in 2005, and the projection is somewhere around Port Lavaca down to around Corpus Christi, winds around 115 miles an hour, gusts higher than that Friday night into Saturday. But here is the big problem. This system basically puts the brakes on, slows down, and meanders over the same area for as many as 3 to 4 days. Now, the computer models are all predicting different intensities. We have many computer models, so the average, 50% of them, saying it's going to be somewhere right on the borderline between a Cat 2 and a Cat 3 storm. And probably what this system will be remembered for is tremendous rainfall. What you're seeing here, rainfalls over 20 inches, some places approaching 30 inches of rain. And to put that into perspective, 30 inches of rain, 300 inches of snow, 25 feet of snow. That's 5 people right on top of each other. That's how much snow it would be if it was snow, but you convert that to rain and we're talking massive flash flooding is possible. So if you're told to evacuate, evacuate.
Yeah, flash flooding is very serious. People sometimes don't take that as serious, but it's a big deal. Jeff, I want to ask you, though, when you're looking at that trajectory on your map, when it comes to the storm and it's expected to slow down, what does that mean for Texas in the coming days?
Yeah, and that's the biggest problem. We don't know exactly where it's going to slow down. We don't know if it's going to kind of make a loop move north again, make a loop move south. But what we do know is it's going to be stuck over this general area for 4 to 5 days. That means 20 to 30 inches of rain in some isolated areas. By the way, the most rain that ever fell in a tropical system was Amelia back in 1978. That was 48 inches. We're not expecting 48 inches, but it goes to show you the potential is there for more than 3 feet of rain, and that would cause tremendous and life-threatening flooding. So heed the evacuation orders, pay very close attention, get to higher ground. This is a serious situation as we head through the weekend and early next week.
Your map says so much. Jeff Baradelli from West Palm Beach, thank you for joining us, Jeff.
And now for the weather report. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and ch2headlinenews.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and stay tuned for this evening's episode of Jeopardy!